Hey everybody, this is Tristan, and this is a demo of the new Call of Duty League, the new first-person shooter league we have at League Gaming. This is a new system that basically takes our stat system and works for any universal first-person shooter. In this example, I'm using Call of Duty, but this game could be Titanfall, it could be Counter-Strike, it could be Battlefield, anything in the future. So, in this also example, this type of league is a bring-your-own-team league, so you would bring your friends into this league, and then you would basically create blind challenge games. So you would create a game, let's say at 10 o'clock, and another team would see that there's a game at 10 o'clock. They would blindly challenge and accept it. You then have a game, you take stats, and that's basically your league. So, in this league, I'm going to create a game. So first off, ask you for what date you want. I'm going to set this game for 9:40 or 5:45 p.m. Again, this is all. Make sure you always use your local date time wherever you are. We convert it to whatever GMT is, so everybody sees their own local date and time, so there's nothing to be confused about. So I'm going to go ahead and create a game. It should refresh. In this area, this is where you see all the challenges. If it's your challenge, you'll see the remove tab. If it's not, you'll see the other team. So I'm going to go in here and hit refresh. So I'm logged in as a different team right here. So the different team, they see, oh, there's an open game here for 5:45. I can hit challenge. I can hit challenge. If I hit challenge, that will basically accept the game. So I'm going to do that. And you can see the game has been created. I'm just going to go over here. You'll get a little alert saying the game has been accepted by who and the date time. So here's the actual game. What we've done based on the commissioner's request is we randomize the first three maps. It's best 2 out of 3, obviously, so these are the maps you're supposed to use in the game. It automatically signs up players to your game. I've got 4 right here. I'm only showing 3, maybe I'll change that in a later, but it automatically puts people into the game based on whoever's on the roster. So that's why you see people signed up. You can move guys in and out later. So basically, once you've played your game, there's an input score button here when you click on the game, or there's an input score button here. You can click either or. It'll take you right into this. Whatever game you came in from will be selected, so don't worry about that. And this is the stat screen page. So I'm just going to give you a quick little example how to do it. You can obviously add players if they're not already here. You can put them to DNS if they didn't start. S1 to S8 doesn't really mean anything. It's just I got to have a unique position for everybody. So you can just make sure that's unique, no big deal. So in this game you had 3. So the type here is search and destroy for this type. In the future, if this is another first-person shooter, you might have one game that's a deathmatch, the second game that might be to capture the flag. That's where this drop-down comes in. In this example, I've been told there's only a search and destroy, but again, this system is for any future first-person shooter, so that's what that means. So make sure you just select that for in this case. So search and destroy has its own stats. Apparently, it has the total score, kills, deaths, plants, diffuses. You would put that in as is, so if I got 10 kills, 5 deaths, or sorry, score 100, 10 kills, 5 deaths, let's say I had 1 plant and 5 diffuses, whatever the game says and whatever is needed, you'd fill that in accordingly. And then in this individual game, you might have a score of 5 to 4. So that's how you do that. If there was a second game, which there should be in this case, you add this check button. Check or remove adds or removes another game. So if you did actually go to 3 games, you'd want to make sure you have 1, 2, and then 3 games. So your score, let's say this was 5-4, this one was 5-2, and then this team won or lost. That's basically the game scores. Again, you'd fill that in by players, and then it's important that you can see that this team won here, lost here, won here. That gives them a score of 1 to 2. That's our game score that we're going to use. That's basically all you have to do. Fill in stats, submit score. It will then update the entire system. That gives us our stat system. That's how you do blind challenges and do stats. So that'll fill out everything else. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks. Ciao.